Ever felt overloaded? I think we all feel a bit overloaded nowadays. There is constant stimulation. From small babies, we're constantly trying to stimulate them. And then as we get older, there is something demanding our attention all of the time. And the problem is our brain actually needs to rest. It doesn't work at its best when it's constantly stimulated. But here's something really important. Rest doesn't mean doing nothing. It means your brain has to change state. So we think of rest as absence of activity. I've got to lie on the settee with my eyes closed. But neuroscience says something far more interesting. When the brain isn't focused on a task, it doesn't actually switch off. It switches networks. Researchers have identified what's called the default mode network, a brain system that becomes active when we are not concentrating on the outside world. This is the network involved in memory consolidation, sense-making, emotional regulation, and insight. So rest isn't passive. It's a different kind of mental work. And this is where people get confused. You can stop work, but never let your brain enter a genuinely restorative state. Because if your rest is filled with constant input, the task-positive network stays active. Which is why people say things like, well, I rested all evening, but I still feel wired. I took time off and I didn't feel refreshed. The body stopped. The brain didn't. So what actually helps the brain to move into a restorative state? Here's 3 evidence-based things we can do. We need to reduce external input. Not zero stimulation, just less novelty. Allow gentle mind wandering. I know we used to get told off about it in school. Stop daydreaming. But actually gentle mind wandering is okay because it's when the default mode network does its best work. We need to normalize stillness. Okay? There's a great book called Why Doing Nothing Can Change Your Life. And it says in there, stillness isn't laziness, it's maintenance. You're not failing to rest. You're just not letting your brain change mode. So next time rest doesn't feel restful, don't add more effort. Ask a better question. What state is my brain actually in right now? Because rest isn't about stopping activity. It's about switching systems.